Hey everyone, welcome to the stream. Let's get this thing going. So we've got this is the watch list, guys, on the top left corner. Let me just zoom into it. So I'm watching SPRT, PFE, VVOS, AMC, PXLW, SPY, Nvidia, and the rest at the bottom is just a second watch list, just not my main Mara, M, and Cisco. We've got gappers, BPTH, CARA, PDD. Now on the gappers, let's have a look. BPTH basically had an FDA clearance for one of its drugs, so that's why you see this move. And then we have Cara, which had similar sort of news catalyst behind it, but it's not as strong as the other one. So if it comes to it, guys, this might give us a good shorting opportunity. But if it does start to come back up to 18s, then I will look longs on it. So basically the whole idea is, as long as it's staying below that VWAP, we are likely to short it. So that's for Cara. PDD, I think it's a response to earnings. I might be wrong on this. So yeah, it is quite strong. It's dipped down quite a bit from its gap, but it recovered it. So the area we want to be watching is 91 of 40s, 50s. This just basically pre-market highs. So that is the gappers, and then we have SPRT. SPRT, I am kind of a bit short biased on it because it has been slightly. I wouldn't call it overextended, but this kind of um, long green bars on daily brings up a little bit of a selling. So I would look for a short on SPRT. If it does provide us with a good opportunity, definitely. So SPRT, PFE, we have been watching this for a while. Just keep chugging along. And what it does is, it during midday, it tends to, not midday, but like after half an hour or 40 minutes, it starts to have that rejection. If I'm not mistaken, it's done the same thing on Friday as well. As you can see, pretty much exactly the same thing. And as you can see over here, it took a while on Thursday, but it did the same thing. So off the open, as you can see, guys, yeah, it's just continuously the same sort of price action. So what's happening is, we are gonna wait on this and we're gonna short this. Initially on the break of 50, might be a good chance to actually long it and then quickly take a scalp, but I'm gonna leave that long. I'm looking for shorts on PFE, so I will wait half an hour, 40 minutes for that rejection of a certain level. VVOS, guys, I just looking for shorts, but I don't expect too much from it. Honestly, it depends on the volume as well. As it opens, we're gonna wait about 5-10 minutes on this and see how it reacts. I feel like it's gonna drift a bit more today. AMC, both ways, it looks strong to me because it's approaching that 39s 40 levels. If it starts to attack that and break, then we could have a little bit of a momentum to the upside, guys. What I'm seeing at the moment is a slight calm before the storm, maybe. It could be either way, so we'll keep an eye on that. If it does come back up to 38, 70s, 39s, if it starts to reject from there, then there's an opportunity for a short as well. So I'll keep my I'll keep an open mind on this. Hey man, morning. How's it going? You alright? Yeah, I'll have a look at that. I had that on my watch list. I just took it off for some reason. It's probably the volume that I saw. So PXLW as well. I am looking for shorts on this. There's a bit of a overhead cost, but it might be worth it. So PXLW. And SPY, we know what the deal is. Nvidia earnings. Mara, I'm gonna take this off, guys. And M is also earnings. Might just take this off as well. And Cisco as well, guys. Same thing. Yeah, so I'll keep Cisco. Anyways, that's the watch list. What were we talking about? CX. Okay, I might not actually have at that X. Yeah, XSM, very weak stock. There could be a follow through on this. Alright, let's keep an eye on 26. If it starts to pop around that 26 area, let's keep an eye on that J, yeah? That's who 26 seems to be a stronger area in my opinion, as you can see over here, over there. Not much here, but quite a lot of price action around that area. And we had this 27 as well, this zone here from the other day. So yeah, if it starts popping up, guys, we'll keep an eye on this definitely. The only thing is, could be a liquidity, but I don't see that actually, to be honest. No, I don't see any liquidity issue. It's just not clean moves on the intraday, as you can see. It's a loss of chop. So if you were to put your hard stops, it probably will chop you out and then go do its thing, as you can see. So might be a difficult one to trade, but if it does give us a good opportunity, maybe. I'll keep that on the watch list. Okay. Morning, Jessica. Hope we are all doing well. We're just getting started. I've talked about the watch list on the gappers. These are strong, guys. This had FTA clearance, but doesn't mean that we're going to be biased on it. At the moment, it looks quite strong. But also, as it opens, get ready for a profit-taking chop as well. So we want to just wait up on these. Most likely, if it stays this way and it stays over 8 and VWAP, I'll probably looking to buy long side on this. I'll have a few tries on it with small share size, because it can chop you out of trades. So yeah, we'll give it a few tries. If it starts to break 8s and starts trading under VWAP, then my mentality will change depending on how it actually broke that. If it did break that with a nice consistent sort of price action down, and slow price action, I would not look into shorting it. If it's a really good momentum based price action breakdown, then yes, I would look into shorting, but we'll see that. Kara, at the moment I kind of feel like it's nice opportunity for a short, although there's a catalyst behind it. It's just showing sign of weakness. It's just not. It tries to poke up and then gets put down basically. So what I'm watching on this is 18. As long as it doesn't break the 18s, I am short biased on it. I don't know about PDD, guys. It's huge. I mean, the spread can be huge as well on this, like 50-cent spread. So I'm gonna take this off. If I trade it on the side, I will trade it, but I wouldn't call it out. Right, guys. I will come back after just after the open. I don't like to trade at the open, you know that. Anyways, best of luck. That's the watch list. Let's do this, guys. Alright guys, back. Sorry, what did I miss? AMC washing, guys. AMC washing. We have 37s. Just a bit too early for me. I'm just gonna wait on it, guys. And PFE is washing nicely. Okay. PFE, I do not trust it too much, but this might be the day that it actually has that what I've been looking for it. So I don't know. At the moment, I'm not too sure on that. What else do we have? Okay, the gappers. Gappers. BPTH. Okay, so it's this is to be expected from this kind of stock, guys. So yeah, it's actually rejected from the VWAP, so it's staying over that VWAP. 8.3s. 8.3s. Right, this might be interesting. Keep an eye on BPTH, guys, for the long side. Kara complete rejection from 18s, as you can see. So that 18 actually held. Right, interesting. Very, very interesting. Oh, PFE. Dude, okay. PFE, come on. You've already done your daily move. Nah, it's just too. It's done its move now after the open, guys. I'll just wait for it to settle down. I'm not gonna chase it any at the moment. Just not chasing it. So we have. BPTH is coming up, bouncing off of that. So as you can see, quite a few times VWAP held really strongly. As soon as it touched it, it actually gets bought up. So there's a lot of orders there, right at the VWAP actually. So, but remember, this is still a chop. If you're gonna enter here, it still be too early. But it depends. There is momentum coming into it, volume coming in on the bounce. The better area would be 825s, 830s, but I might start early, guys, on this, slightly early, but that's no good. Okay, well, alright, let's see if that VWAP holds. VWAP is holding, so I'm gonna take a 10-15 cent stab at it, guys. 805s, 804s. 804 is fine. I'll take that. The low of this wick will be the stop, guys. I might have a hard stop here because if this does wash that 790s, it could actually go further down. So I will not risk more than about 12 cents, 15 cents on it, which is worth it definitely. Still early entry for me for sure. If it starts breaking 820s, I'll start adding on it. Okay. Alright, I'm out, guys. 790s. I'm out. I am out. A small loser on this. So that's GB. So basically, it's actually starting to make up its mind. So might be a good idea. It is expensive though. That's the thing. PDD, in my opinion, is strong. Be careful shorting it. It's quite strong. Be careful shorting it. Around 8. Okay, so I'm gonna wait for BPTH to come back to around 795s. If it starts to hold, we'll take a short stab at it, guys. I'm waiting on BPTH. And this guy's already rejected from 18s, and right over here there was a chance, but not really clear. Yeah, Kara. All right. SPRT. SPRT is quite strong, guys. Right about here. Daily looks quite strong. It's breaking that, but it could be a fake breakout, but it doesn't seem like it. There it goes. Over it. So this is a momentum stock that has some continuation behind it. So there it goes. Damn. Alright, too late on that. SPRT, and then we have XLW. How's our PXLW doing? It's bouncing, very illiquid at the moment, but that's a sign of rejection right about here, and it's overextended as well. So I am a bit leaning towards the short side on this, but it's illiquid. The spread isn't too much, a few cents, so I think it's doable. PXLW. You guys trying to get me to have my FOMO going, yeah? That's fine. It's okay. I can test my emotions. I am looking at a PXLW for a short, guys. PXLW for a short, 559s right about now. Even better, 560s. 559 is fine. Okay, 559, guys. I am short PXLW with the 10 cents, if I'm not mistaken. 559, 572s. Just over 10 cents. Just about here, guys. Alright, done. We'll see. PFE gave us some nice entry, but I just didn't take it. By the way, AMC just reversed, rejected off of 38. AMC. Okay, I'm out of this, guys. So strangely very unusual to hit 2 reds in a row very quickly. Very unusual for me. PXLW is rejected off of that. 565. PXLW. I am gonna retry this, guys. 565s, 67s. Let's have a look. Some buyers tipping in though. Yeah, yeah, it's strong. Strong. Let's see if it rejects from 575. Even if it does reject, I think the strength to the upside is there. Because if it starts breaking that 575s, then it could really run. So it's at the moment it's getting stuck from yesterday's highs level. 575s, 569s, 568s, 68s, 67s, guys. I'm trying again on this one. Trying again. Gonna give it one more shot, guys. 567s. With the same stop, guys, just over the highs. That's all. It's just I like the daily. If it starts rejecting off yesterday's high, this could actually provide some good moves. So AMC is looking really good. 3750s, 3775. Guys, I am looking at AMC as well, guys. 3750s, under 50s, 3750s. With a 20, around 71, 72 is your stop. Right? Under 3750s. PXLW. I do completely miss that Kara, but for me it wasn't a very clear setup. That's the problem with it. I will be careful here. If it does start to hold, that VWAP area holds, then I might get out early as well. So it'll be a very quick one, guys. I know my risk is very tight on this, so I can afford to do a few tries on it. I am also watching AMC. Okay, it's bounced off of that VWAP, so yeah, it might be a continuation to the upside now, guys. Yeah, no shorts. Why do I have GMEs? Ooh, okay, alright. That's why. So the meme stocks are back. Be very careful with AMC shorting today. If this keeps on going, guys, be extremely careful. And the daily looks like it's very strong as well. It's just a reversal, nice little bounce. Sorry, not AMC, not GME. AMC will be the same anyways, as you can see. Yeah. So yeah, be careful shorting it. Come on, PXLW. Give us that 550 break. Wow, Kara. BPTH. What the heck just happened with BPTH? Is that real? Was that real? The frick? Alright, so it's basically probably fat finger or whatever it is. It's just gotten badly rejected. So this is clear weakness, guys. Yeah, they seem to be doing it quite often these days, honestly. You know, having it break like that, I would definitely expect it to go, especially with the catalyst. But they are doing this rug pull a lot. This is just liquidity hunt and, you know, trapping people, both sides. So market makers are being able to do that probably because of quiet times. They're using this quiet times because if there's not a lot of participants, it's easy for them to manipulate. If there's not a lot of if it's not crowded enough. SPRT. Right, guys, a really good rejection from 1260s. 12 is here. All right, under 12. Okay, I'm gonna wait for it to break that 12, guys. Ooh, AMC. Right, it's rejecting. PXL level W is not going anywhere, guys. I'm out. Break even. I don't care what it does. PXLW break even out. Here, guys. It's not going anywhere. I don't like that price action at all. If anything, it might actually pop that 775s and go for it. Alright, what were we looking at? SPRT. Nice one. Okay. SPRT. 1203s. Alright, I'm looking into shorting this. 12 1203s. I'm watching the tape. Right about now it's bouncing off of that VWAP. That's the worry here, guys. It's bouncing off that VWAP, but the continuation could come. 1199s. Okay, 1199s. I'm going to try 1199s. 11 just under 12 with 12T around 20 cents. For this I needed to break that VWAP, guys. It might take its time to break it if it does work out for us. But if it does break, the daily is due a little bit for correction. So 1140s, 1120s should be achievable. There we go. Come on, we need that continuation. Okay, SPRT, here we go. Yep. %, I agree. It used to be easier to trade low floats. There's a lot of games being played these days on them. By the way, PXLW. What an exit, right? What an exit there. This is beautiful. That's a winner for me. Yeah, I mean daily looked quite strong. As I said, guys, 575s were crucial level there, and it was trying to break that. I saw rejection from it. Sometimes when it does reject from those levels, it does go down quite a bit, but in this case it didn't. It didn't have follow through at all, so I just cut it short. Alright, same thing with SPRT. Be careful on it because it's bouncing off of that. Now that VWAP didn't break, so it could take us out. It's getting very strong at the moment. Right, okay, let's just wait for it. 12, 16s. Okay, I'm not gonna get out on the wick. I'm still waiting on it. Alright. Right, 12 over 12.15s. I'm looking to get out as long as it closes above that. Okay, I'm out, guys. This is strong. This is strong. That is strong, guys. No. I can't hold on to this. By the way, AMC is bouncing and it looks like it wants to go for it. AMC. There you go. Just over 37.80s. And let's have a look at PTA. I think this AMC has quite good potential here, guys. I didn't take it, but there was a long here over the break of the trend line here. 3780s. It's looking like it wants to break that 38. Once it breaks that, then it could actually go for it. So if you have taken anything here, just wait for that break of 38s. Be very careful for the rejection as well. But at the moment, it looks like it wants to do it. So let's see. There it goes. There you go. It's always the one I don't take. Do you guys ever feel like that? There it goes. Damn you, Kara. I had so much planned for you. Look at this. You. I don't want to swear. BPTH is just, yeah, it's just all manipulation basically. If it wasn't actually this stock, I would have shorted it here. But it's because I don't trust the price action on it. So PXLW. I you know, I was mentioning 18. 18 was my level. I was definitely looking at the 18s, but since I was concentrating on others, I just completely missed on the rejection on that. So if I had seen that rejection, um, chances are I would have taken it, and I would have probably added somewhere here on the break of VWAP and then retrace back to VWAP and hold. Those are the better places to actually add or even enter. But I just completely like missed it. Completely missed it. But you know, it's good. You know, somebody's like if any of you took it, that's excellent. That's great. That's why we have this room. Today for me was capital preservation. I'll show you my trades, and uh, although those are like maybe 2 3 reds, but they are quite small. Let's say even if it's not like full losers, but the the stops were really good place. The risk management were right on top. I'm happy with that because any of those uh, mishaps with the stops or anything like that could have resulted with a big massive loser. So most of those trades. AMC, by the way, is extremely strong. Today might be the day that it starts to uh, build up some hope for the for people holding this. I don't mean to call out anyone in this room, I'm just kidding, Jessica. Hopefully it bounces. Uh, it looks like it wants to do it today. For me, around right about now, the way it's going, 40 could be hit, and if it does hit that 40, that's the only level I will look at it, since it's so strong. Unless it actually clearly rejects from 39s, 38, what's our level? 3890s, uh, then I might consider. But today could be dangerous for shorts. Right, so since I am not in any trade, this one, BPTH, that's really like, that's really tempting me for a short here. BPTH with a stop of 770, 20 cent stop basically. 20 cent stop, guys. But the problem is, the risk to reward is not that great on it. Um, no, I'm leaving it. But there is, I feel like there is a short here. Rejection of that EMA and 765 area. There's not much of a level there, but there is clear rejection from there. There it goes. There it goes. I think it's already done it. It's already rigged, and that the games have already been played here. Whatever whatever happened here, I think the game was already finished. Cause this is not normal. You know, whatever you see out here, even here, no, this is not normal. So you know, big money whoever played that game is over. It's done, I think, in my opinion. You know, because they're not gonna just keep on doing this and get away with it. Obviously, people really, um, you know, they are gonna be on their toes. Like, you know, they're just not gonna ignore that. So, unfortunately, I didn't take it, but there was a trade there. That's all I'm saying. You know what, guys? I should call out the trade that I don't take, and it's gonna work. You guys just take it, yeah? uh, as long as I don't take it myself, it's fine. Okay, so SPRT is back. So that SPRT, this little hump rejection, this is a clear sign of reversal. So now we can look for a stop short on it. So SPRT, guys, I am interested in looking for a short under V, as long as it's trading under VWAP. If it does come back up to 1195s, 90s even, is better because our risk will be slightly smaller. So SPRT, looking for a short. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough, SPRT. Yeah, you do your thing. You do you. You cra- Unbelievable. At least give me a give me a minute, to enter. You know. PXLW, by the way, guys. PXLW. Quite strong. Six rejection. Six rejected. Right. Yeah, PXLW is about. It's not that expensive. It's about 3 cents. Uh, Sorry. SPRT. No, SPRT. I could trade it off of the CFT, so I wouldn't have been able. I wouldn't have been paying anything on it, honestly. Yeah, that would have been good. I had a VVOS as well, guys, for a possible short, which we did miss. Not very clean, but definitely there was something there. I was short biased on it definitely for the continuation because yesterday it closed very negative after the gap. So they usually bring a little bit of more momentum the second day. So this might not be over, guys. It might break that 5, and then yeah, this might have more momentum than it looks. Yeah, BPTS just looks like a now it looks like it's given up, and seems like a nice fader, all day fader, at least to 680s. So it might continue to break that 7. When it does, go all the way to 680s. Yeah. VVOS, guys, I am interested. I feel like I wanna start. Let me just look at this. Right. 511s. I'm looking for a short on VVOS, guys. What the plan with this one is, let me just enter my initial target 511s. 511s, guys. Now, if it does bounce up to 520s and it starts holding, I will definitely add to it. 508s. And then stop just above 525, just over that area here, guys. That'll be my last trade. If it does take me out as a red trade, then yeah, that'll be it for me, guys. I'm kinda already breaking a little bit of my rule today. But because those trades were really, really small losers, I could afford to do that. There it goes. There it goes. I want that 5 to break, and that 5 is gonna create a little bit of a pause here, or maybe even a bounce. So we're just gonna hopefully endure that bounce, and then the next move down will break that 5. As you can see, it's already bouncing off that. So I will still consider going, if it does come back up to 519s, 20s, and if it rejects, I will consider adding as well. Right. What else do we have? Alright guys, SPRT is looking good, apart from the fact that that bounce was strong. SPRT looking good, guys. Right over here, short around this area with a stop. You can keep it just like very tight, 10-15 cents, or you can keep it over 12s. 1170s. 73s. I'm watching the tape. That 75 is holding. 78s. 78s. Okay, I am starting small, guys. 73s, 74s. Okay, give me better. Trying to hit that ask. Okay, 74s, guys. I've started 74s, 1174s. I'll see how it reacts around the VWAP. If it does start to show strength, I might come out of it early. But if it starts to fail, then yeah, might be a good good opportunity there. So we are looking at around VWAP, just over VWAP. So we've got two trades running, guys. SPRT and VVOS. VVOS is not looking that good. It's bouncing, but it is coming up to that 520 level, and it's rejecting from it. Okay, for the moment, but that's just not confirmed yet. Right, 520. That bounce might be stronger than expected on VVOS. I want to see how it reacts around that VWAP area, guys. I want to give it slight more room. Okay, SPRT, let's see how that reacts around VWAP. Okay, VWAP projection slightly, but I don't think it's gonna hold. But the volume isn't there for a break of VWAP. If this volume was getting larger, then I would be worried. But at the moment, it's not as big as I. So still waiting on that. Okay, Vivos. I might add here Vivos, guys. Might be a bit late. Vivos 520s, 530s. Ooh, getting taken out. 524s. I am waiting on the VWAP break, guys. Right over here. I want that. When I say break, it means just breaking above it. So right about now, it's rejected from that VWAP. 524s. Okay, I've added a little bit 523s. Right there on the ask. And hopefully this is the rejection that I was looking for. If not, then on the break of that wick, I will get out. Kara, I think, is a bit too extended to the downside. Short, forget about shorts on Kara. Uh, that's just me. That's my opinion. Anyways, I'm not shorting it at all at this point. It's just too overextended. That's just doesn't make sense to me. So trying to avoid shorts if you can, because it just filled almost the gap, and we've got like 15, the main level here, that probably will hold even after break of 15. So just watch it. Alright guys, I think VVOS is gonna take me out, which is fine. If it does break that 530s, that's fine, I'll be out. But SPRT is looking good, guys. By the way, PXLW is gearing up for a move up, in my opinion. Just watch the volume. If it starts to bring some volume on the break of that 6, this could go, guys. Just need that extreme volume come in, which was this little blip here could be a sign, but that needs to be consistent though. If this starts to creep up, then chance of 6 will be break of 6 will be higher. If it does, it could run. You see that volume didn't continue. Volume needs to continue up. We need that consistency in the volume. Otherwise, it'll just be a fake breakout, even if it tries. In most cases. I'll keep an eye on the break of 593 on this. I want to watch the volume as well, guys. So PXLW, keep an eye on it. VVOS. Come on, VVOS. This might be it for you. Alright. The last gasp of air. This was it. Hopefully that's it. And then give up. PXLW, I'm still watching it. PXLW. The volume isn't there, that's the problem. 596, okay, PXLW. Let's have a look. $592s. 93s. Okay, 593s, guys. I am starting very small. It's early. It could have a. It's not confirmed yet, but I. Here we go. So 592s. I started small with a risk at the lows, recent lows here, maybe even under that VWAP. But if 6 starts to break, I'll probably add to it with volume though. I need that volume to come in. Around this area. Come on, volume, volume, volume. We need that volume. There it goes. Uh, 602s. I got some 602s, guys. So that we want that to stay above that 6. At the moment it looks like a fake breakout, but if this takes over 6, and that's a good sign. And then over 610s. So volume came in, but yeah, that's not consistent enough. That's the thing. Okay, the 6. I need to stay above that 6 quickly, otherwise I'll be a bit edgy on this. The volume came in a little bit, but yeah, it just would have been a bit higher, would have been better. 595s. I don't like the way it's trading at the moment, guys. It's a fail of that 6, so gonna be extremely careful on this. 5s, 97s, okay. 97s, 98s, 99s, okay, come on. 6s, okay. Here we go. Come on, 6. Okay, that 6 is holding, guys. I want that 6 to be broken and stay above it. You see, every time it breaks that 6, it actually doesn't stay. It just wicks out of the 6. Probably the stop runs and comes back in. Right, 596. Still holding up though around that 6 area. 693s. 94s. Okay, come on. This might be it. Come on, 597s. Oh, it's heavy, guys. This looks heavy. I don't like it. Yeah, I'm gonna think twice before adding to it now. I was gonna add over 6 again, guys, but I'm gonna stick to my original position at the moment. Yeah, let's see what it does around 589s, 90s. There it goes. Ooh, okay, quite a bit of buying coming in. 592s, 33,000. Okay, 93s. There's a huge amount of buyers coming in. Okay, interesting. By the way, SPRT is doing okay. It's bouncing off that EMA, 200 EMA, by the way, guys. So if you want to take something, that will be ideal. SPRT here, bounced off it here, right about there. So at the moment, on the break of this swing high would be our stop now. Not much, 1175 to 1190, so about 15 cents. Come on, PXLW, do your thing. Ooh, okay. 595s. XLW, come on. Six. And also VVOS is doing okay, guys. VVOS. Alright, guys, I am gonna come out of this, guys. I don't like it. 594, I'm out. Right there, guys. Almost break even, but just a little bit of a loser. But I just don't like it, guys. As soon as it starts to break that 6, although there might be some opportunity later down the line, but right about now, it doesn't look good for me for long. I expected this to continue, and even if it did break, come back to 6 and then continue is fine. But since it rejected once, quite a few times over here, quite clear rejection, then I can't ignore that, guys. I just can't. So I'm out completely on this, almost break even. If anything, guys, that looks like a short to me. Looks like a short because it looks very heavy, but I don't have that setup. It's discretionary trading, yes. It's subjective, but it looks like a short to me. And you know, just when I get out, it's gonna, you know, break everything and go for a squeeze. And PDD is coming back. Where's my PDD? Oh, because I'm watching it on the side. Nah, I wasn't gonna put it on watch list. Kara. I think it's done its move and it wants to just creep back up. If it starts breaking 15s, then it might have a bigger bounce. So if you are taking, first of all, for my setups, I would never take that short. But if you have taken or you are thinking of taking, be extremely careful and get ready for a bounce. Do, boo, doo, boo, boo. Yep, same here, Andrew. VVOS, just taking his time. I want to give this some room and some time as well, VVOS, because once it starts to continue with the down momentum, 4-5 break would be really good on this if we get that today. Oh, PXLW, you are tempting me so much again. The volume is coming in. 602s. Yeah, just break, make up your mind. What's wrong with you? No, that breakout of 6 wouldn't be successful if we don't get massive volume. Uh, this kind of volume, average volume, is not going to do much, to be honest. So what about the rest of the trades? This is just taking its time. Our stop just over 530s. My average is about 517s. Right about here. So around 15 cents on this. The risk, and we have SPRT doing not much. Right, so you know these 200 EMAs, guys? Take it seriously. Especially this EMA that I have for intraday. Especially if the price is like really far away from it and then comes back to it with a really good momentum and holds. That's when you have a little. It's a really good scalping strategy, in my opinion. But you have to be okay with reading a little bit of a tape. As soon as it starts bouncing off of it, you can take your longs and then take quick profits though. In this case, your stop, your target would be close to VWAP or before that, in my opinion, 1170s. So, and I mean, second time, this is the first time it came back, second time, third time, and it's still bouncing off of it. So once you notice that, now if it does come back down, I wouldn't be really sort of relying on that, but after this, I would pay attention to it because it held. You know, I know 11 is there, but as you can see, it breaks it, comes back down quite a few times, right to the T. It holds and off it goes. And then this time as well, guys, just you know, breaks it, comes back in quickly, instantly, and then start trading over it. So yeah, things like that. Oh my goodness. PXLW. Look at this. This is a drifter now, isn't it? It tried to it tried to bounce back. It got shorted heavily around this area here. Again, as you can see, guys, I'm not joking. Look, 200 EMA, boom, this much of a strength held by 200, 200, 200. I know it's a little bit of a bounce, but that's why I say like it's a scalping method. And then counts back down, no surprise, bounces back to 200, or gets rejected, right? Look at this. Boom, tries to pick itself up, bam, gets rejected. So there you go, I'm giving you a system, guys. Especially if somebody is starting out, if they don't like, if they're not, they don't have anything, I could just give them that 200 EMA. Simple, just use that and get used to it. Look at this, breaks down, comes back in. Yeah, nice little move down, comes back in, gives us another move, breaks up, comes back down, move, comes back down, move. You see how many times it gave us something. Look at this, boom, boom. Oh, by the way, I don't like this SPRT. I'm gonna leave it, my stop, as just the break of the VWAP. I'm gonna leave the stop here. It needs to break above the VWAP and start trading above it. I'll give some room to it. PFE. The one that I missed was PFE here. What else do we have? Over here, as you can see, that would have been a failure. But if you had read the tape, you might not have gotten into it. But even if you did, your stop would have been on the wick of that rejection. So a small loser there. But have a look at this. Pulls back to it. Exact area where it broke out of. Pulls back. Boom. That's your trade there. This one is a pivot point. It's a pivot point. Just a normal daily pivot point. I like to keep that. Actually, this might be weekly. Let me have a look. Yeah, daily. Okay, have a look at this. Look at that. 200 hold, 200, 200, 200, 200, and 200 here on the downside. Over here, not much. Not much. Maybe. Not much. This was very, very good example of it. And breaks down, comes back. Yeah, a little bit of an example there as well. So As you can see, guys, on almost all of these watch lists that we're watching, uh, 200 EMA is giving you something, and I see that almost every day. I don't trade it. I used to trade it with okay success, but I was not really following the simple rules on it. I was complicating things. I thought it can't be this simple, you know. Sometimes we feel like. By the way, AMC um, is washed off here. This price action tells me that yes, there is some weakness to it. So might be a chance for us to go for a short, look for a short. Oh, you want to tie that? Oh, it's really good actually if you do tie it, because by the way, SPRT, I'm out. SPRT, boom, right about here. 1190, 90s, 91s. Okay, that's out. The only thing we have today is VVOS, still in that average area. So how does one tie 20 to 200? Okay, I will give you an example here. Um, so basically, PXLW is not a great example, but say for example, if it was a great setup, it pulls back to 20 EMA and 200 EMA, and if it starts to hold, that has more weight on the area. So this kind of confluence will have much better sort of, it has more weight basically on that bounce instead of it being just 20 or 200. What else do I see? I can try to find another one. Yeah, so PLXW, guys, it was a really good stop here. As you can see, this is giving up now. I am tempted on AMC. I wanted to come back up to try and test that 38 area, guys. If it does, then yeah, I will look into shorting it. But the thing is, guys, I've had 3 or maybe more than 3 reds today, so I am going against my rules, but it looks really good. I probably wouldn't take it because I just don't like to break my rules. I will, after the FVVOS trade, I might actually call it a day. But this one looks like a nice little short. You can start up here, 3780s, until 38s. As long as it doesn't break that 38s, you are good to go. Um, and also the reason I don't want to take this is because if you do take it and I don't take it, it's gonna run, it's gonna work. But if I do take it today, uh, it's not gonna work. I'm just kidding. Doo-doo, doo-doo. Yeah, somehow I don't know. This week I have had that as well. Yesterday 3 reds, today 3 reds, maybe even more. Yesterday was not as bad for me. Yesterday was -2 R, something like that. Today might be about -3 R. But that's part of the game, really, you know. AMC, juicy. I'm really tempted. Come on, AMC. If I shut down my platform, I won't be able to watch my VVOS. Well, I can watch it on the side, but I don't want to do that. Right. AMC, as I said, guys, looks interesting for sure. If this bar comes back up and starts failing, that's your confirmation. Yeah. This bounce, if it starts to come back up to the highs or even VWAP or just before it, it starts to reject, then that's your confirmation. Pay attention to it. So far, it hasn't rejected. Remember, it hasn't rejected, right? So now it looks like it's attacking that 38. Looks quite strong as well. Let's have a look if GME is moving anywhere. GME is bouncing. $38. The volume coming in. No, it's good that I didn't take it, at least for once. But if you are gonna take it, you know, make sure that it doesn't break that 38 and holds. If it starts to break that, you wanna get out. I would actually, if I was in it. So that's a rejection, at least temporarily. Now see what it does, what this bar does. If it starts to go up again and starts to build up momentum, it might break it. But if it starts to go up and barely makes it and comes down, then yeah, that could be another sign. But so far it looks strong. Yeah. See, it's attacking that 38 again, which it shouldn't be after that rejection. So this is clearly strength coming in. There you go. Okay, still not broken yet. Still not broken. Under 38. Alright, so that 38 held, so it's still holding. Alright, I'm gonna give it a small shot, guys. 93s. Just pretend that you guys just pretend that I didn't break any rules, okay? Just to break off 38, I will be out. I'll be very tight on it, guys. I think I'm out. Hold on. AMC. Around 38.06, I'll be out. 06. 38.06, I will be out. About 10 cents, 12 cents. So far the 38 is rejecting, but um, what I want is I want this to the 20s to get taken out on the wash and stay under it for me to be comfortable with this trade. Yeah, it wants to break it. Quite a bit of fight going on around 38s. Alright, I might add here, guys, 94s. I'm adding 94s. I've added. Now if it does take me out, 3806, 06, that's fine. That'll be my 1 hour because it's tight risk, so I'm okay with that. Here we go. 90s. 3789s. Okay, 88s, huge buyers coming in. 88s. If 88s gets taken out, look at those buyers. Look at these. Look at this number. 88s. Yeah, that held. That's gotta hold for a while, isn't it? Those numbers. But I feel good about it. It's if it does break that VWAP, then yeah, we are looking for a really good move on this. Alright, here we go. Come on, break that VWAP. There we go. Come on. 88 got taken out by that, by the way, those numbers. So that's a good sign. Alright, looking good. Alright, if it does wash up to that 3760s, 65s, you want to be careful because that could lead to a bounce. This one required a lot of patience from my side because it really looked like it wanted to, especially over here on that micro pullback, it really wanted to break it, but just gave it a little bit more room, which worked out really nicely so far. Alright, slowly we're getting there. Come on, AMC. 3765s. Yeah, buyers are stepping in a little bit here. Buyer stepping in, but as long as we are not bouncing massive. Now if this bounce happens and if it doesn't come back up to 38, I'm okay with that. In fact, if it does bounce now and VWAP starts holding, is a really good sign for us. Okay, you see that this bounce, and then if this continues, that's a good sign. But even if it stays under VWAP and pauses a little bit, I don't mind, as long as it doesn't come back to 38s. In this case, if it does come back to 38, then I'll be a bit worried. Look at those asks. You see that? Yeah. A lot of selling happening at the moment, so those might get taken out. Selling pressure. Still waiting on AMC. When it does break that 37.65, this could lead to a good trade, but breaking that will take time. If you're slightly a bit edgy on your stop, you can put it down to break even here right about now. But I'm gonna give this a shot, a little bit more room. Boom. Volume died down on this completely. Ooh, AMC. Okay, that's not looking good. That is not good, bro. This higher high. Nope. Not good. 38.02. 04s. 06, I'll be out, guys. 06, I'll be out. This one is strong, guys. I feel like I want to come out here, guys. I want to be out 38s. I'm gonna get out of this, guys. 38s. I don't like it. 38s, I'm out. Just barely anything. Around 5-7 cents on it. I'm okay with that. 37.88. Oh, that's good. That's good. That's good. Because this is strong. It's gonna take 36. There you go. 38 out. So basically, the idea behind this trade was the continuation of this move. So that could have come after this pause here. So as I mentioned earlier, if it does bounce back to 38, then I'll be worried. So which it did with some volume as well. Now, if it does break or not, doesn't matter. I have stuck to my original plan on this. Boom. The only one that we are in now is VVOS, which is just playing around. I think this might not be even worth staying for. I will keep this, guys. The plan with this is just to break off the VWAP. If it does break, not like this, not like that. I want that break and start trading above it. So, but if it does bring in volume on the bounce, bigger volume, then I'll be a bit worried on that as well. I'll trail stop this one just over VWAP, guys. Because if it does break that 5s, Yeah, AMC is gonna drop now, isn't it? AMC wants to drop now. Okay, okay. I'm just gonna stick with the, yeah, AMC is going for it. Yep. I'll just watch it go. Uh, so I am done apart from the VVOS, guys. I will quick recap on things. Let's have a look. PXL PXLW. This one I got out early. This was actually a winner for me because I managed to not stay in it around on my original stop. So even though this is a loser, this is a very small loser compared to what I have, what I would have lost here, almost double. So that's less than minus 0.5 R. This one here as well, a very small loser. On average, my average was around under 6, 598s, 97s. Got out around 593s. So like 2 cents, guys. Let's call that break even. Maybe more. No, not break even. So 2 losers on this. Very tiny losers. And what else did we have? SPRT. Again, short under 12. It was 12, and then around, yeah, about 18 cents on this. 18 cents stop, and then the next trade on that was also around 15 cents, something like that. Yeah. So this one, like around minus 1.5 R. We've got almost minus 2 R's down. And then we have this bloody AMC. There we go. Right, this just whipped me out. Now, there's no way to know this. Obviously, there's no way, because remember we talked about this. It's just I had to get out of it because of this price action. I've seen it so many times that if it's clearly showing you something is about to change, then you have to act on it. Like for example over here, which one did I actually, yeah, over here, guys. The price action early exit could have, I mean, it saved me quite a lot of headache. So in most cases my early exits do pay out, but sometimes it will wick me out as well, like on AMC. Now this is exactly what I expected from this move. It just didn't happen at that time, so I was a bit early. That's pretty much it for the trades and VVOS. You guys know it. 517 is the average. Stop over VWAP. If it does break that 5, I am targeting 450. If it does hit that, I will take everything off. That's the plan. So I'm like about over minus 2 point, over 2 minus 2 R, 2.5 R, close to even 3 R, guys. Depending on this one now, if it does take me out, I'll be over minus 3 R. If it does give me what I want, then that's gonna cover probably. That'll definitely cover my all 3 Rs, 100%. But it needs to go to that 450s. Exactly, Andrew. That's yeah. That's what's gonna happen. I did mention earlier I shouldn't take it. You guys take it, and it's gonna drop. But because I took it, it didn't drop. Yeah, so it's fine. We have to accept the fact that it's gonna do that. There's no point in just losing over it. It's just one of those things. That's part of the game, isn't it? Now, have a look at it, guys. This exit. This is why we have stops. Boom. Catch you tomorrow, Jessica. Hopefully, we will bounce back. Don't worry. It's only 2 days red. Yeah, just hang in there. But try to not risk too much initially, if you can. Just risk as little as possible until you get your groove. Wow, look at this BPTH. Um, that just decided that candle was the deciding factor on this stock. It just kept on going down, and 685s. Yeah, exactly. Um, it's how you handle those really difficult. And I mean, two reds is okay. It's easily handleable, I think. But if you imagine you have got a setup that works out, and you've got a data-driven setup, and it in the long run it had worked out, and you've got like a week or 10 days back-to-back reds, you know, that's when the real test happens. So no matter what people would say, you will still have that emotions behind it. So knowing what the problem is the first step to the solution, isn't it? So that's why I when I come into the market, when I do my pre-market, I like to forget what happened yesterday so that I don't have bias. So, but for example, if you had a bad loser in AMC, what usually tends to happen is you will start to look for things that's not there, because naturally we want that. Um, we want the revenge. We want to we want to beat it. Because it beat us. That's how we think. But it's not that that the stock beat us. The stock did what it is supposed to do. We just got worked out over it for no reason. That's all. So yeah, we um, trying to sort of know which mental status we are in as well. Like I mean, I would have gone crazy on AMC, uh, you know, 4 or 5 years ago. Like, oh shoot, damn. But that's okay. I know that it's part of the game. It's good to see, and also it's good to study. But it's not something that you wanna lose your head over it. Exactly. Yeah. 100%. tens. I don't see anything else apart from SPRT going crazy. 14s are getting hit. Look at this volume. That's what you call a successful move. Look at that. And it's still rising. You guys see anything else? Today's drifters were really, really like, I mean, quite obvious. As soon as it pokes up, once it's decided the direction, any poke getting shorted, any poke, pop getting shorted, pops getting shorted. Over here, boom, boom. So yeah, it's just given up. Kara, same thing. Didn't even the poor Kara. It didn't even bounce. It didn't even pop. It just got beaten down badly. That's the trouble with Kara. And if it had popped, I would have had the chance to actually short it. It never did. Like a little bit, but that's not enough. Yeah, this is what I expected from AXSM. Anyways, liquid, low volume. Yeah, that was the risk. That's why I think I took it off of the watch list. It looked good as a daily, only if it had bounced a little bit. If it had bounced with some volume and then start rejecting, it would have been nicer. But no, it didn't do any of those. SPRT frontline shorters are shorting at 14s. So front side shorters. That's PFE. PFE. The reason why today hasn't got much of a follow through, if you look at the SPY's range, look at that blip there on the daily. That should tell you something. So from 447, 448, 40s, 445, exactly $1, $1 range. Yeah, when you see this, don't expect too much from that from trades, especially if it's not a low float. Usually low floaters are not gonna care what SPY does anyways. PXLW. A really nice controlled risk on this PXLW. I'm really happy about these trades. That in itself is like a winner for me. VVOS. We are still in VVOS, guys, but not much doing. It's about giving us 15 cents or 10 cents at the moment. If you are in it, you can be a little bit aggressive on the stop, but from 520s to 528s, there's nothing. There's not much. So might as well keep it just around over 525s. Yep. Cisco, no. Right, guys. While we're free and quiet, we can talk about what I use as a scanner, pre-market scanner. What I look at is very simple. I wanted to share it with you guys, so just bear with me. So Jay, are you here? And Andrew. Andrew's gone, is he? Andrew's here. Okay. So I mean, only we're missing Jessica at the moment, but I can update her later on. What I normally do is, so I don't use fancy. I could use the scanners from the same thing I have here. I could actually use it on Thinkorswim, but Thinkorswim is funny when it comes to pre-market moves. I could never get a proper result as I would get from FINVIZ or the other website I'm gonna show you. So FINVIZ is the one I use. It's free. The reason why I use this is everybody else can use it. You don't need fancy software to actually find the right stock for you. So what are my watch lists? I've got presets here. I've got a momentum. Okay, you guys can see the page, yeah? Okay, I think you can. So on this one, these are the settings I have on it. You can definitely take a snapshot and try this sort of scanner out. This is the momentum scanner, which means that it will look at the previous dailies uh, to see if the volatility over that week was over 4%, and today it was up stronger above 20 EMA, and price over 3, and it's up 3%. So not much really, just a basic scanner. But what this shows me is a stock that has really got attention. It's done well yesterday, and today I'm going to look at it because everybody else is looking at it, right? That's the momentum scanner I look at. One. Two, second, I look at the up 3%. So not much really, over $3. Average true range over 1. Average volume, you don't even have to put this. At least if you have got like up 3% and over 10 million, because anything below 10 million is just, I feel like it's not even worth it. I mean, I normally look at over 20 million. So if I were to look at this and choose any of these depending on the volume, SPRT definitely, TAL doesn't look good because it's beaten down, PDD maybe, JD. So the volume is coming down, so I forget the rest, under 20 million. So that's up 3%. Next one, up 5%. Similar sort of, but just making sure I catch that. And this one has slight different settings. It's pretty much the same as up 3%. So you can actually use that. Most of the time I will use that 3%. I'll get everything. So you don't need to use up 3 or 5%. Now para days. This scanner is mostly the ones that catches like big moves over the week. So for example, SPRT for the last week, it's done a really good move, isn't it? At least for today and yesterday. So yeah, it finds, and I mean today is not a good example, but it will find those stocks that will continuously go up, but with really strong momentum. So that's your para days. This is very similar to momentum scanner. And then I will go into the down or red days, and then see if I can find anything good. So I will hover over the ticker, and the daily is shown there clearly. If the daily is interesting for me, then I will put it on a watch list. For example, in this scan, SESN, no way I'm gonna put it under $1, and I know what SESN did. mRNA maybe, right? So that's down, and then I have normal red I don't look at. Red after parabolic. So this this is also one of the scanners that I use. So what this does is it finds stocks that have done momentum, like let's say momentum scan right here, right? Let's say SPRT. Now tomorrow, this will find if SPRT goes red today, then it will find it here. What it does is it finds consecutive momentum up stocks, really strong stocks, and that has done one red day. So I like to use this because if I find those stocks which are really sort of uh, there's not many, but when we do, the second red day shorting is really sort of high. It's got high probability. Sort of yeah. It's a free version. Yes, definitely. I don't have elite version or whatever you call it, premium version. No. So yeah, I really like to use the red after parabolic, and also I really like the momentum scanner. These ones you see, right? PDD, SPRT, momentum, TCAT, momentum. TCAT looks interesting because it's bounced off 824s, and then tomorrow will be very interesting on that as well, right? And then I have I don't use everything else, guys. Everything else is just a test and trial, guys. They're mostly momentum up 3%, those two, and then I will have Paradays. Paradays, yeah, it's slightly different to momentum, so I'll have that, and then down and red after parabolic. That's pretty much what I look at pre-market. Now, once I'm done with that, what I will do is so the stockmarketwatch.com, you want to go into the pre-market section of it, right? This area here, guys, right? Pre-market. Now, if you do go down, you want to go down, top gaining stocks. These were the gappers today, BPTH. And now if you look at the volume, I just straight away, I don't look at the percentage gaps, I look at the volume. If for example Eastern Standard Time 9 o'clock or 8:30, if I see a volume of over 100k or 200k, I'll be interested in it, as long as that stock is trending up near the highs of that pre-market, right? So today I found BPTH here, Kara here, right? These two were the one most dominant with volume and the range and the gap. The rest just didn't do anything for me, apart from PDD was good at that time. So as you can see, it's still, those three are still the dominant ones in when it comes to volume. So you know, I found this website is free as well, guys. You know, there's no need to pay for, you know, huge fancy scanners. Everything is free if you can find the right place. So that's the gappers, and then you can also find your gap downs as well. I had TBPH on my other. I didn't add it on my watch list, but I did have it on the side. So that was it. That's pretty much. So those are the scanners that I look for. Not too fancy, because the thing is, if you I used to make it really fancy, right? Ooh, all these parameters and all the jazz. But the problem with that is not everybody's gonna look for it that way, you know. So we want whatever we are looking at, whatever we have that the watch list, we want to make sure that everybody else has similar watch list, right? Because if we trade against let's say normal retailers, right? Now, you know, big professionals will have different sort of sets of scanners, right? We don't care about that, but what we want to do is we want to find what other people finds, you know. So I find that, you know, FinViz is the best place to go for. Try out your scanners, or if not, you can try out mine. Um, but it's really, it has to be very simple, guys. Very, very simple. Um, that's why I found that that works out really nicely. So then when I come back tomorrow, if I do come back, these watch lists will stay here. It's going to stay for the reason that tomorrow I'll come back and see, okay, what did SPRT do? If it starts to close like that, I will still have that in my watch list because it's still a momentum stock. Now, you know, it depends on where it closes, obviously. Then I'll make my decision, but it will still be in my watch. And I'll keep on looking at all the single stocks here, and then whatever I feel like it has, it's worth keeping, I'll keep him. If not, then I'll just delete him off like that, right? And once you have whatever you have from yesterday, and then you start putting your pre-market scanned the one that we got from FinViz and the gappers, so you start putting on your watch lists. Oh, Jay, if you yes, I can share with you guys. You don't have to worry about it. I will share it with you in the Discord. Okay. Yes. By the way, VVOS is kind of working, right? 5 is hit, and it's going towards 450 now. Yes, I will. Jay, for that, are you logged in? Do you have an account with them? It's a free account, anyways. Don't have to do much. So the presets, these one will come when you start saving your own presets. Oh, you're logged in. Okay, let's say for example, let's create one. Let's go to screener, and then let's create one simple scanner, and then we save it. Yeah. So we're gonna go. First of all, let's go all. Okay. If you click on the all, it's gonna bring out pretty much everything. But I go straight to the price. I don't want anything under 2, so it has to be over 2, right? There you go. And then what I do is, performance wise, it needs to be up, right? And then let's say I want only stocks. Over here in the industry, you can only you can select stocks only. And then you could play around with, let's say for example, you want 50-day high, low, 50-day simple moving average, over or under it. There's so many things you can do, RSI, but try not to go too much into these things. Just keep that price action today up 3%, up 5%, 10%, something like that. And then see, you can even select gap, how much gap it did yesterday. And then over here you will come up here, save the screen, right? If you do that, give it a name. Let's say test, right? But before you go back or exit this page, make sure you save the changes. I've done it so many times and it didn't change, save it. So if you saved it, that's what your scanner will look like. So here, that's your test scanner. Go into it, and that's our scanners on that. Yeah, exactly. And I have the settings for those. I'll share it with you guys, so you don't. Once, let's say for example over here, let me momentum scanner. Yeah. Momentum scanner. Export. I forgot how to share it, honestly. I will find a way. Definitely there is a way to share it. Yes, sorry. Damn it. I think I'm losing my mind. Here, momentum. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just copy that settings. And then where is our Discord? I'll just share it on the not general tab. Where shall I share? Okay, general tab. Okay, this is more daily momentum scanner FINVIZ settings, and here we go. Right, so if you click on that, it should actually, you don't click on it. I think you just copy it and you paste it on your settings. So if you go to scanner, screener, and then you edit the screens or save a screen, either way, if you do save a screen, then what you want to do is on the screen parameters, make sure you delete everything off and then paste that one. Paste that one and name it whatever you had. Right? So that's why I wanted to share. I will share the other up 3% as well. So you don't have to go around wasting your time on that. Sorry, up 3%. Yeah, copy. This is up 3%. So basically a green play, green screener. So that's up 3% green scanner, and then I have the down day. Copy. I think this is down 3%, so down, or red scanner, let's call it red. And then we have red after parabolic. This is the one I really like, red after parabolic. So red after parabolic dailies. Is this one. So yeah, just select those each separately and start saving it here. Right, I would suggest that create a new save a screen. For example, just get a general preset, save the screen, and that way you will not save it on top of your original ones. So it will create a new screen for you, paste it here, change the name, done. And then when you come back tomorrow, you can actually search those. Right, and pre-market, let me just copy this. On this one, yeah, just scroll down to see the gappers basically. Make sure the gap is over 100,000 volume. Anything below that, I don't even consider it. Before, you know, like around 9 a.m. EST. So that's here is free. There you go. All sorted. I really don't know how to use the Discord much at the moment, but once I start to pile up these scanners or whatever I find or you guys find. We can create a channel or a room where we can share information or indicators or scanners, whatever it is, basically. So it'll be good. At the moment, I'm sharing it like that so you guys can benefit from it at least. Alright guys, AMC has done a really good move down. Our original plan, we were a little bit early, but that's fine. At least we were like in the right place, but not right timing. So a really nice move. That would have been a really good area to take probably everything off, or maybe not. I don't know. So we are looking good with VVOS, although it's a bit illiquid, still doing its thing, which is under 5. Now if it starts to wash here, do bring your stop to just over 5, right about here. But it needs to break that 495 and start washing under it. So at the moment I still think it's a bit early to bring this over 5. If you want to be aggressive, maybe bring it down to at least 517, which is I don't know where you entered, but minus 517 average. Ooh, SPRT. SPRT looks nice. For a short, by the way, under 14, guys. SPRT for a short under 14. I'm gonna try and take a stab at it, guys. 1394s, 93s. Around 93s, guys. I got in over the break of 14. I'll be coming out. Very tight risk on the break of 14. Around maybe 1410s, something like that. On this one, target is over 1305s. Okay. Calm down. 1410s. Calm down. Right, calm down. Alright, we want this 14s to get taken out, and ideally the lows of 1380s need to get taken out. That's when I'll be a little bit comfortable on it. But yeah, here we go. Lovely, looking good. So that is looking really nice. Very nice. Right guys, so it's one of those trades that when I see it, I just like it straight away. So yeah, there's not much of a time to think. We want on this one continuation 1360s breaking down. If it does come back up to 14s, as long as that holds, we're okay. But I would really not like it to come back down to up to 14s. Right, VVOS, guys. VVOS. Wow, what a patience we had with this one. Whoa. Um, right about now is still early for a 505 stop, guys. You can just keep it 517, something like that. But it's just not gone down enough for me to keep it above 5. If it does break that 490s and starts holding there, I might keep it over 507s, something like that. But at the moment it's still early. On the price profit target, okay. Let's have a look. What am I doing? SPRT. Okay. Now, actually, this is a really good ad opportunity right here. Okay, no, I'm not. I'm not adding, but yeah, there was. So the thing is no, this is nothing to do with the dash lines. I want to get rid of those. It's just not. I mean, it's not relevant to these stocks. It's the 13, first of all, and it's before the VWAP. So we are taking a reversal. Remember, we are actually taking against the momentum. These stocks, um, when they do correct, they do correct towards the VWAP, and most cases bounce off of the VWAP and then continue. But chances of it continuing off of the VWAP is very low. I have seen them continue quite a lot, but also I have seen them bounce quite a bit as well. So I can't just sit there and take the psychological torture of waiting for it to, bounce and take me out on my trailing stop. No, on these trades, I will most likely take it out before the VWAP, as you've seen me do in the few other trades that we took last week, I think. So that's why. My stop is still there, guys. 13, 14 tens. If it does break that, and now if it does start to break above 14s and starts trading above it, I might come out early as well. 1405s or 7s, something like that. Yeah. 1404s. Okay, that's strong. Still holding above 14. That's not good. Okay, I'm gonna get out, guys. 14s. I'm looking to get out. Oh wait, it's 10s. 10s, guys. Around this area. Same as the area where we actually had that original stop. And as soon as I come out, obviously it's gonna drop, isn't it? But anyways, that's it, guys, for me. This is probably my fourth red or something like that. But I believe this might actually work out if it stays under 14. I did get out because I had to. I didn't like that bounce. So after this, whatever it does, it doesn't matter for me. So that's the plan. About, let's say, 20 something cents loser on that. Let me have a look. 13.93. 14.50. Yeah, just over 20 cents. If you are still in it though, make sure you exit on that break of that, guys, because this could be, remember, we are taking the reversal. This could be the continuation if it starts to trade above 14s. You know, today is one of those days, because of the range, because of the conditions in the environment of the market, it would have been much easier and much more profitable if we had taken early exits. Now, on every single trade of ours, we had some profit. That's what I've noticed. Uh, SPRT, for example, on this one, you know, from our risk to the wash itself, yeah, there was some profit taking there. And on this one, as you can see clearly, yep, there was a wash. I'm trying to figure out whether that was the case on most of it. On this one, no, not really. This one never. No, that was bad. Okay. Yeah, quite a few of those. But the thing is, for me to change the risk management on it, I have to see quite a few weeks of constant, what do you call that, like change in the environment. One day is not enough for me. That's the only issue. And it's very hard to actually figure out which day is going to be one of those. So, you know, it's all about capital preservation. Today, I was actually thinking, yeah, today might be one of those days that I need to be extra careful and be extra tight and things like that, which I think worked out. Um, but still, nevertheless, around -3 are now, just over it. But we've got, what is it, VVOS running, and my target on this is 450. Now, if that hits, I'm gonna be, I'll calculate it later once I get the exit, but I'll be very close to green. If not, maybe break even. So that's looking good. Right, so I am still watching SPRT. I probably wouldn't trade it, but under that 1387s, if it does start to trade under it, then there's a short opportunity there. If it starts to trade under 1385s. All right. I'm still watching VVOS though. Just feel like if it does wash up nicely to maybe 480s, I could take some out and then leave it for the 450s. Uh, just don't want to leave it alone. If in case if it does start to wash. So on the side, I am watching VVOS. So what's the result for you guys? Do you guys have a choppy day, just like me, or? Ah, nice, awesome. I think you traded the Kara. Yeah, Kara was a nice trade, but I just couldn't get in it. Really nice. Well controlled risk, honestly. Really well controlled. The thing is, if we can preserve the capital in these kind of days, I know that when it works, um, we will get it. Yeah, that's usually the case, Jay. Yeah, Mondays are dangerous, man. That's why I usually go with 50% positioning. Mondays are like, yeah. And it's also, it takes quite a while. Monday I found that if I don't trade the first half an hour, then I do well. It's just if I trade too early, I'm not in the zone. That's what I felt. Or maybe the market condition is also different, isn't it, on Mondays? 100%, guys. We never stop learning. By the way, I watched the what's his name? I forgot. Mark Douglas's those four-part series. It's really nice. Very nice. I recommend it definitely. I don't know what it was called, but I don't remember it. But yeah, really good. Some if anybody is struggling with the psychology part, that could really be a good video to watch. But it's watching something and understanding, and if you are in that position, you understand it much more deeply. Like it depends on the experience that you have, but still, nevertheless, you will definitely benefit from it. Yeah, yeah, definitely. Those little things, if you do act upon it, what a lot of people do is they just watch for the sake of watching. You just have to take what the you know the treasure within that video and just hold on to it. I think that's the difference between somebody who's gonna make it and somebody's just gonna keep on bouncing from one thing to other, thinking that that's the solution, um, not knowing that the solution was just right in front of them. It's just like it's like if I give someone a setup or strategy, very simple, they wouldn't. They will just think it's a joke. It's like the hell, but it has to be that way, right? If you think that when you're coming into trading and having fancier indicators gonna do you, and like you're gonna do better than everybody else, I don't think you're in the right path. It's actually the opposite. I'm watching this because on the side, at the break of that, I did take that, but I didn't call it out, so I'm not allowed to talk about it, but I have to watch it. um, and also VVOS. VOS bouncing, uh, but I'm not too worried about the bounce unless it brings up a lot of volume. So as I mentioned, if you're aggressive, keep your stop on break even, but my stop still is above that VWAP close, because I wanna be able to withstand a bounce on this, so we can get that slow drift towards that 450s. Come on, SPRT. I also think that um, we train ourselves to read the charts and read the indicators, price action, and everything. But I think we should also train our psychology part of trading. What I normally like to do is, I know it's really hard, but what I do is, let's say for example, if I had, this trade AMC. Um, this trade was there and I've exited really perfectly, but to beat your FOMO, you gotta go over that. Like, for example, if I start watching this, but still controlling, working on that FOMO emotion, and every time I do that, um, the less effective it gets when it does actually does that do that next time. What I mean that by that is, if I had stuck to my rules, and if the stock has gone the way I was expecting it to, I'll watch it and trying to sort of, because for you to progress or for us to progress, you have to do something uncomfortable every single time. Like, so, uh, if it starts to affect you badly, next time you start looking at these things, um, then you will start to feel a bit less of a FOMO. So, if you FOMO is one of your problem or one of the issues that you have, um, I think it's, instead of avoiding it, wanna tackle it. Like, just go and tackle it. Like, but you have to be very extremely careful as well doing that, because once you start to look at these things, um, it will start, unless you have that conscious mind that's telling you that, yeah, this is a training for your mind. You can get into that loop of looking at your FOMO. So it's like, if you're going to train something like that, just make sure that you understand the objective behind it, right? So sometimes I like to do that. Um, you know, Before, let's say, even 2 3 years ago, this, you know would have really got me, like this. But I constantly kept on looking at things after the facts, knowing that we will face these situations, and I would rather face it, and start training my mind to the uncomfortable situations where it starts to become numb. When I start become numb on it, or less effective on it, less reactive to these things. I don't know. Maybe I'm not making sense, but that's what I like to do sometimes. What did Kara do? Oh, thanks, Andrew. Have a good one, man. Take it easy. We'll see you tomorrow. I will, if you guys want to leave, yeah, I'll end the stream anyways. I'll watch the VVOS. It's a longer, it's a very, very quiet and illiquid stock, so it probably might not get there today. But I have to watch SPRT on the side, so take it easy, guys. Have a good one, and see you tomorrow. Stay safe out there.